sad about it. No sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Mahomes going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston, his throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
But he tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception? What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
With it is Brown. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 57, 57. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Cook has it, left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check. 24 is the mic. Pull it together.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At the 31-yard line. Ready.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready. White 25. Check, nickel. Check. 5-0.
On second down, it's Jones. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact and force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, coverage there by Von Bell.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Winston. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And again, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here, because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This is Murray. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Now averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The first down throw for Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
On second down, Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Hey, tight dog. 36. Where do we go?
Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This will be fielded at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
They need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Back near his own goal line, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. To throw is Winston. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Wait. Short.
From the 44, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, we got 4. Wait. Shit. Wait.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Fournette. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Bradley Pena now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Fournette running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
59 mark. Delta. Check 59. Hey, Achilles trash. Let's go. Mike, check. 59.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field